Hello. Okay. This video is going to be me answering the 36 questions that lead to love from New York Times. Yeah. Hopefully you fall in love with me. We'll see how that goes. I have my handy dandy laptop here. Question 1. Given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want as a dinner guest? Okay, so I'm going to split it into two, dead and alive. Dead. Oh, I would choose somebody like one of the original founding fathers, one of the people who traveled on the Mayflower to America. And the only reason is so that I would be able to hear their accent, because I want to know if they have a typical like American accent or if they have the British accent. Alive, I don't know, probably like Jordan Fisher or something. I love him, iconic. Would you like to be famous, and in what way? I think I enjoy the idea of being famous, just like internet wise, but I don't know if I actually would want to be. That seems like a lot of pressure. 3, before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you are going to say? Why? I definitely do, but it never turns, like, I can rehearse something. I do this in person actually as well. I can rehearse something like 50 million times, and then when I try and say it, it doesn't come out. It just like, I'm like, hi. I don't. The worst, honestly. Oh, why? Because I have a control issue. Cool. 4, what would constitute a perfect day for you? My perfect day would be being able to hang out with all my friends without masks on, without a pandemic going on, and go to Universal Studios, Harry Potter, spend the entire day, have unlimited monies, and just go crazy in Harry Potter world. And honestly, all of Universal, it's so good. But unfortunately, we are in a pandemic. Wear your masks. Good job. Number 5. When did you last sing to yourself and to somebody else? Last time I sang to myself was probably sometime today. I don't know. It just happens. I do it somewhat subconsciously or consciously. Not great at it, but I do enjoy doing it. To someone else, I don't know what that means, like serenading someone else, or like to, like, was I don't ever recall having sung to another person specifically. So yeah, I sang with my baby sister like earlier today, the VeggieTales theme song. But other than that, I don't have any other recollection of like singing to somebody else. 6, if you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want? Probably mind, because I've always just like valued intelligence, and I think I've already come to terms with my looks. Like, I'm okay. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? Number 7. No. Every once in a while, I'll go without like hitting my elbow or something, like my funny bone, and I'll be like, maybe I am immortal. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? You really don't know if you're immortal until you know. And number 8, name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. I don't have a partner. It's me. So I'm gonna list a bunch of things and we'll see if we have them in common. Put a finger down if you're a band kid, if you were a band kid in high school. Put a finger down if your favorite color is blue. Put a finger down if you play the clarinet. Put a finger down if you're a chemical engineering major. Put a finger down if you wear glasses. Put a finger down if you sometimes have existential crises at night, but you don't know who to talk to, so you're just kind of sitting there and you just kind of like, I don't know what to do with my life. Put a finger down if you miss pre-quarantine times. Put a finger down if you've been watching videos, like vlogs from VidCon pasts, and even though you would like watch those vlogs before and you weren't able to go to VidCon, you were kind of sad about that, but now it just kind of like hurts you in the inside that you won't be able to go to VidCon for a while, especially not in a normal sense. Put a finger down if you've watched Schitt's Creek. Put a finger down if you did musical theater in high school. Yay! Okay. What were we on? Number 9. For what in your life do you feel most grateful? I'm most grateful for like the support system that I have. My family and my high school friends in particular, I feel like they're always there for me, and there's always somebody I can talk to if I feel the need. And I'm also doing all right with finding friends in college as well. It's a little bit harder, but it is what it is, and at least I do get to go back on campus and stuff like that. Number 10, if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? I would have liked to have like more communication from my parents of things, because I just like live my life guessing now about like what I can and can't do, even though I'm almost an adult. It's fine. Number 11, take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try and condense this down. So I was born in Dubai. After birth, at some point, we moved back to the Philippines, where I lived in the Philippines for about 3 years, I want to say. I don't remember any of that in my life, but that's cool too. We moved back to Dubai with like all of my cousins on my mother's side, and we lived in like this like apartment complex thing. It was like our room, and then it was connected to our grandparents' room, my uncle's room, and then my aunt's room with all of our cousins. But yeah, for a good while it was just me and my sister. My sister is 2 years older than me, and I think the TV was just like behind, like, because we had Disney Channel, but the shows I remember watching, nobody here remembers watching them except for like people who are older than me, so I don't know what that's about. Like Flat Stanley, I was trying to tell my friends and they just like they never heard of it. And then, except for this one TA, our band teacher assistant. So I loved watching shows like that. I watched High Five, I watched Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, and The Emperor's New School. Yeah, the Powerpuff Girls, they were good too. So when I was 5, we moved to the US, where I live now, in North Carolina. Our parents put us into private school. We went to a private Catholic school because we're Catholic. I'm still Catholic. I don't know, I still believe in it. I just don't attend church as often as I probably should to be considered a good Catholic, but I don't know. I just believe in it. I believe in God in my heart. Okay. But yeah, they put us into a private school because the schooling in Dubai was kind of different, and we were going at a faster pace in Dubai, like in the school in Dubai, than it goes in the US, because they put us in by age, but we would have been a year younger than what our actual grade level was. So our parents put us in private school so that we could kind of like loophole around that, which apparently you can't do anymore, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, so I went into the first grade at 5 years old. First and second grade, I was in that private Catholic school, and then going into third grade, we transitioned into public school because it was kind of expensive to go to private school. And so in the public school in third grade, I was 7 years old, I believe. Yeah, 7 years old. I made a few good friends. We had like a little friend group. It was me and 3 other people, and the other 3 people, they lived in the neighborhood next to me, which was really fun because we all rode the bus together, and we would have sleepovers at my house and good stuff. It was really fun. There was some elementary school drama because we all had Facebook pages, which is kind of weird, but we did. And like, I remember going back through my Messenger recently, and it was just like not it was like such random stuff. I was like, blah 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 is being so mean. or whatever, and somebody else was like, oh yeah, totally. And like I'm in like 5 different group pages, I don't know what they're called, of like the cool kids, BFFs forever, ever and ever. It's, couldn't tell you. I was born in 2003. I just realized I never said that, but I was born in 2003. I won the spelling bee, the school spelling bee in 4th grade, and then got out in the county spelling bee in the 2nd round on the word eiderdown. Like, what? But like looking back on it, it's a simple word to spell, but I was in 4th grade, okay. Yeah. Going into middle school after that, pretty good. Joined band, good stuff, clarinet. I made a new friend group by 8th grade. I think it was 7th grade when we kind of formed. But yeah, 8th grade, we went on an 8th grade band trip to Universal Studios. So fun. I wish I could do it again. Would have been awesome. Moving into high school, I felt so lonely. Band camp, I just remember feeling like super duper lonely because it was just me and this one other guy from my middle school going into high school band. I was in high school band camp. I cried almost every night just because I did not feel good enough. I was not good at marching. It honestly sucked. Like, I hated it. It hurt me. But we're good. Like, because I didn't have any friends and I just felt really lonely, and I felt like I sucked at marching. I really did. And then we actually got into that, because band camp was like 3 weeks. It started a month before school started. And after school started, I actually started like making friends in band and all that, and it got a lot better. That was freshman year. Sophomore year, let's see, anything of note. Oh, okay, so freshman year, I did the school musical as well. It was Thoroughly Modern Millie. Sophomore year, the school musical was Cinderella. And also sophomore year, I did Science Olympiad, and I got 1st place in material science, and I placed in all of my other things too, but they weren't as notable as that. Junior year, I also did Science Olympiad, but I didn't do as well, but I still placed in, I think, like 3 out of 4 of my categories. And the school musical was You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. We went to the Bloomies. Oh, freshman year, we won a Bloomie Award for the musical. Junior year, our MPA for band was really good as well. Junior year was sophomore year was the first year I made all district band. So that was cool. I also made all county band on sophomore year. Junior year, I made all district again, but my chair placement was pretty low. And I also made all county band, 3rd chair, and it was so fun because it was me, Abby, and Travis, and we were all in a row, and it was phenomenal. We went back to the Bloomie Awards, but we did not win one, but it was so fun to perform. And then senior year, it was so fun. Marching season was okay, but then it got cut short because Corona and all that, and yeah, we were supposed to do Les Mis. We were so close. We were literally like a week or 2 from opening night. It was frustrating, and we were a week or 2 from MPA, and like a month and a half before the band trip that was supposed to go to Universal. Let's have them up. Okay. Yeah. And then now I'm in college. Good stuff. I'm in the Blunt Scholars program. I was a National Merit Scholar, so I have a good scholarship to go to UA. I'm a chemical engineering major. Cool. That was it. Okay. 12. Oh god. We're only on 12. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be? Like a feasible quality, or like, because I would love to have mind powers. That sounds really ominous, but telekinesis and telepathy put together, all I've got for that is mind powers. If it was just something, I don't know, social skills, not that I need it right now, but probably would be good in the future. Number 13, if a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else would you want to know? What would you want to know? I think I'd want to know like what other people genuinely think about me, because you can't, that's not something you're ever really gonna know. The only way to know that is if somebody else tells you, or if you're like doing some like sneaky spy, or like in the middle of a phone call or something. That would be the good thing to know, because then I know how to like work on myself. Obviously, like, don't change for other people, but like if I'm being rude and I don't notice it, like, it would be nice for me to know. Also, I need to stop saying like so much. That would be nice. Number 14. Is there something that you've dreamed of or doing, dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it? YouTube channel. I finally did it. But yeah, that's something I've definitely worked on, like wanted to do since I learned about YouTube being a thing. Like, not even particularly as a job, but watching things like 7 Supergirls, which, whew, have you seen the news about that? Captain Sparkles, which I know he does as a job too, but things similar to that, in that fashion of doing something that you enjoy for other people to see. And I don't know, I feel as if I am relatable. Maybe I'm not, who knows? Let me know. Question 15. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life? I don't know. I genuinely do not know. I feel accomplished, but nothing particularly stands out to me. So I don't, obviously it means of your life, so there's got to be something, but yeah, I'm sorry. That was a trash answer, but we're gonna move on. 16. What do you value most in a friendship? People who are able to read your emotions is what I find best with my friend groups now. It's as if we've known each other for a super long time, even though the longest I've known them is 4 years. And to that note, a lot of us have only been friends for 3 years or less, maybe 2 years or less, and we all just meld together really well. Yes, we are able to have a banter with each other without going too far in a joke, or like if you feel like you've gone too far, we are able to apologize to each other and not take everything terribly. What is your most treasured memory? Probably something to do with high school band. Loved it. Honestly, every second. It was beautiful. 18. What is your most terrible memory? Honestly, any time that I've been kind of pushed aside by my friend group, especially my friend group now, and when we would do high school functions, band things in particular, there would be times where I felt left out almost. I don't know. There were definitely times where we were at a competition or something, and I would be sitting there and they would be talking, but at these functions, especially with bands, you have to be kind of quiet, and so they'd be whispering amongst themselves and I just wouldn't hear it, and I'd just be sitting here like, what are you laughing at? Like, I'm not a part of the joke. And it just, yeah, that's what sucks about having an odd number. Number 19. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you are now living? Why? I think I would. I think I would be more outgoing, because in the end, I know that the repercussions wouldn't hit me as severely. A lot you could do in a year. What does friendship mean to you? Number 20. Everything. Genuinely, I don't know. Someone who's there for you and will watch at least 50% of the TikToks I send them. Number 21. What roles do love and affection play in your life? That one hits a little close. I don't know. Also affection. I don't know. What is that? 22. Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Share a total of 5 items. You're beautiful. Don't forget it. And you're smart. Even if you don't think you're smart in your own way. In one way or another, you are smart. You know something. And that something is important. You are important. Yes, you. Yes, you. You are important. Cool. That was only 3 things, but this video is getting long. 23. How close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people's? My family is not too big on like expressing every day. We're not like every day. We're like, oh my gosh, I love you, or like love you, mom, or like love you, dad. We're not that family, but we're also, I don't know, we're a little bit sarcastic, but we do love each other. I feel that my parents have given me a good childhood. They would always manage to give me things that I asked for, like items with money, even though I knew we are pretty middle class. When I was younger, we had more money because there were less kids. Oh my gosh, I totally left my I have 2 younger brothers and a younger sister. And they are 9, 6, almost 7, and 2, almost 3. I left them out of my life story thing. But yeah, now that we have more kids, it's definitely like less money. And definitely get told no to more things. But I think that's good too, so that you're not spoiled or anything. I don't think I was happier than most other people. Oh, well, most is a lot because I don't know how many other people there are. I mean, obviously I know there's like 7.5 billion people, but are most of them in poverty? Because then I do believe I probably had a happier childhood than most children, but not in a pretentious way. I'm grateful for the amount of items that my parents were able to provide for me. So yes. 24. How do you feel your relationship with your mother? 25. Make 3 true we statements each. For example, we are both in this room feeling. We are both good people. And I genuinely believe that. 26. Complete the sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share a home. That's a little too much. A dog. 27. If you were going to become a close friend with your partner, please share what would be important for him or her to know. I've been told I snore lightly. 28. Tell your partner what you like about them. Be very honest this time, saying things that you might not say to someone you've just met. You are incredible, just the way you are. You are beautiful. And you can do anything you put your mind to, as long as it is within the law. Because I ain't talking to no arsonists. Thank you. 29. Share with your partner an embarrassing moment in your life. I didn't read these questions all the way through. I listened to the musical and I was like, oh, that'd be fun. It's less fun now that I'm doing it. I wore diapers until I was like 4 or 5. True story. 30. When did you last cry in front of another person by yourself? I don't remember when I last cried in front of another person. Oh, I do. I cried in a meeting about an essay, about my long essay with my professor. I was in a Zoom meeting with my professor. Anyways, and I cried by myself last night because I was watching VidCon videos and I was feeling really sad about the whole VidCon thing, which I explained earlier. 31. Tell your partner something that you like about them already. You made it through this video. You are a trooper. 32. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? Rape, or criminal, something, or kidnapping, things like that. They just don't sit right with me. Definitely when I was a sophomore, I did not for the life of me understand suicide jokes, but oh, times have changed. But I do understand how those make people uncomfy as well. 33. If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? Why haven't you told them yet? I think I'm okay. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what I would tell somebody. I really don't. Nothing in particular jumps to mind. 34. Your house containing everything you own catches fire. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save any one item. What would it be? Why? It should be something like my diploma or something. There's just so many material things where I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so expensive. I need to take that. My laptop, my phone. I think that's kind of a given. I think if my house got fire, I'd like be holding those things. So we're gonna pretend like I've saved those things. My laptop and my phone, my ID and all of that. I think those are kind of on my person, and I'm already like going. The thing I would save is my piggy bank because my grandmother gave it to me. 35. Of all the people in your family, whose death would you find the most disturbing? Why? Any of my siblings. I feel the closest to them. If it is the younger ones, I would want it to be me in their place. They don't deserve it. Oh my gosh, I'm actually like tearing up, but they wouldn't deserve it. 8 years old, 9 years old. No, that's especially not my youngest sister, 2 years old. That's absolutely terrible. And I know there are children who pass at that age, and it's just horrible. Okay, number 36. Share a personal problem and ask your partner's advice on how he or she might handle it. The only thing I'm really struggling with right now is being really lonely. I am 17 years old, and I've never dated anyone, never kissed a boy, well, I've hugged a boy. Not in like a romantic sense, is the thing. I've never had a romantic relationship with a boy, and I'm straight. That's my issue. It's probably not an issue. A lot of people are gonna be like, who cares? Who cares? I care. So, that's this video. I don't know if you watched that. I don't know how many people are gonna watch this. It got quite personal. I probably should have guessed that because it's meant to make you fall in love with somebody, and I could definitely see how this would make you fall in love with a person if you were sitting here and talking to them. That would be a fun thing to do. But here I am, talking to my phone. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.